So the Sustainable Futures Global Network is a social enterprise. We are made up of a large collective of people from all parts of the world, really, all sorts of walks of life. Academics, farmers, environmentalists, community workers, teachers, artists. And we collectively believe in the possibility for sustainable futures, plural, as we all come from different senses of sustainability, of need, of home, of family, of culture. And we do that through a commitment to ethical partnership practices and ethical participatory collaboration practices. So over the first 5 years, let's say, of this new chapter of the network, we're hoping to develop a model of business within a social enterprise framework, which is new to us. So we're hoping to do two things, really. One is to transition our mindsets to an idea that the intellectual property and the offerings of our work that thus far have been based on voluntary work, have been based on work in service to other institutions and organizations, have a certain value to the sustainability of the network and therefore the network's mission and aims. And so it's a shift in our mindsets to look at what is the value of the practice that we bring, of the training that we give, right back to the network, directly back to the network, as opposed to as a report to an external funder or as a report to a university or an employer. The second thing we hope to do is to I suppose, expand the reach of the work, and we want to be able to expand and scale up the work so that it can multiply more quickly, because the world certainly needs it in ever more urgent ways. So the support was instrumental because I think that as a group, as a collective of people who worked really, really hard in response to needs and also the resources that were in front of us, we didn't have the vision or the know-how to think about the various different models that our enterprise could take. And so the support we've received has helped us really carefully analyze the potential business models that we could move into, and also help us navigate the various structures and systems that we need to move through business modeling, but also incorporation, and all those sorts of things would have been overwhelming and would have taken us a much longer had we not had the support. The Ventures Lab support, again, it's been really, really important. I think really impactful in a very pivotal way for the Sustainable Futures Network. On a personal level, they've given us the confidence and the support, the moral support and the professional support to go through the steps and do the new sets of challenges and face the new sets of challenges that were ahead of us. And then on a very practical and pragmatic and strategic level, they've supported us through very steep learning curves about some of the new types of things we need to think about, thinking about our work in terms of income, in terms of commercialization, in terms of scale. I think that we come from very different sectors primarily. We come from, myself, I come from the academic sector, Deepa comes from the government sector, and Vanessa comes from the science sector. So bringing all of us together into a common space where we can really legitimately talk about a business sector is thanks to the Challenges Group. I think my advice would be to remember the principles and the values and the reasons and the purposes of the work that you do, and trust that the Challenges Group and the support around this initiative actually are interested in bespoke and individualized support so that it doesn't compromise your own purpose, because ultimately that has to keep you going, that has to keep you sustainable throughout the life journey of the enterprise.